You are live.
It is Friday night. What's happening, everybody? I'm Steve Poikinen. This is Get Your Shit Together. It's our weekly call-in show. I am joined by my better than your co-hosts, Gloria Jones and Ali Alexandra. What's up?
Hello.
How you doing?
How's it going?
I'm doing.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Good to be here.
I know Ali's stoked.
I am. I don't know if you knew, but I am. What's going on?
I mean, it's been a fairly, interesting week in its own right, but there was something oh wait, there was a super ray that came in right off the bat. Might as well get to that. Anna Mares, thank you. She says, we're always tipping too late. Of course it jumped. Why wouldn't it do that?
Hey, I didn't set the titles like a dipshit. No, you gotta go fix the titles. I didn't do the titles like a dipshit.
Oh, Josh.
Sorry, I'm fired.
Whatever. I'll get there in a minute. I'm blessed to have two N's in my name. Fuck Anna Jink and all the rest of the imperialists. Free Assange and free Palestine. Thank you very much, Anna. I will open YouTube now. And while I'm doing that, please, everybody else that's on the show, talk about some shit.
Okay.
I don't know if Ali wanted to go since it's been a while. No. Can I open with some shit talk? No. Actually, no. I'm not even asking for permission this time.
You tell
Fuck
me.
you,
Tell
Anna
me.
Kasparian, for making Aaron Mate look good. Okay.
Yeah.
This dude has been made the go-to guy on Syria for most of the left after being on the ground there just days ago. Okay. Okay, having no understanding of what the conflict was doing to the Syrian people, having no understanding of the propaganda behind the conflict, having really no understanding besides some research, not on the ground, by the way, some research into the OPCW Duma leaks, which granted, it was good research, but I mean, was it complemented with anything that was given on the ground testimony from Duma itself? I don't know, say Vanessa Beale and Ava Bartlett did.
Right.
And got shit on for it. Meanwhile, that investigation into the OPCW Duma leaks looking hella popular years after the war started and years after the chemical attack. So, no.
Is that he's like the new,
listen,
he's
fuck
the
Anna.
guy now.
Everything that she said was absolute shit. But also, we're not about to make please.
Is he the guy now? Is
Do
he the
not
guy?
make Aaron Mate the go-to guy on Syria. Okay.
I feel like he's becoming the guy. I'm seeing everywhere now. I haven't been super involved with what's been going on lately, just this week at least, just because of work. But every time I would get on something, I would see his face. Every time.
Yeah, no,
he's everywhere now.
And it's just who. So, I mean, and listen, and let's also add the fact that he himself admitted to being a careerist, which has obviously, made him show his ass on certain topics like elections, like covering the resource wars in Africa, And listen, I heard that Ben Norton gave big ups to Cory Morningstar, which, okay, good. Finally, thanks for that, Ben. But are you going to report on Africa now?
Yeah. No, just the one thing.
I'm kind of waiting. Guys. So, just waiting.
I'm only fixing the title on YouTube for right now. I don't even
That's the only one I think we really need to worry about.
That's got to be frustrating for, people like Vanessa or Eva.
It was.
Yeah.
And it has been, for years and years and years and years and years, and maybe I'm exaggerating a little bit there, but for a few years now, and got to the point to where Eva said, "Fuck it, I need to say some shit."
Mm.
So she
And
did.
Eva, if you're watching this, go the fuck off. Okay.
We love you. So yeah, I mean, like, to clarify, in case y'all didn't already know, I'm riding out with Eva and Beely on this because she's right. She's been right. And both her and Vanessa have been fucking crucified for being right early when it wasn't safe or convenient. No doubt the cool kids are going to come for her. And because she said, quote tweeting Aaron, let's do this first. Here's what, seeing Syria firsthand, because again, this is his first time in country. He's given me a far greater understanding of how evil the dirty war on this country was. I'm honored to be attacked by sadists and dupes who promoted and profited off it. Fair. Western public has no idea of this crime, which continues through murderous sanctions. Off Guardian, bless him, Aaron, with respect, the world is fully aware of what happened in Syria thanks to people on the ground during the fighting, such as Vanessa Beely and Eva Bartlett. Eva said if Westerners had no idea, it's because people like the switch when convenient gray zoners promoted war propaganda against Syrians for many years. Accurate. Only newly, after the rest of us endured smears for reporting honestly, changing tactics, my allegiance is to Syrians, not popularity. And then, while granted zoners were uttering disgusting war propaganda against Syria, those of us reporting honestly were doing so at our own expense and great physical risk. If Gray Zone want to be taken seriously, utter a public apology to Syrians for your shitty war propaganda, and to Sharmeen Narwani, who Blumenthal smeared relentlessly and cruelly when she was writing honestly and courageously on Syria.
Good for her. About time to go off. Shit.
So I don't like to choose sides in any of this, but I'm gonna. And hopefully it doesn't even, hopefully it's not about people choosing sides in this, because again, Eva's unequivocally in the right here. She's got every reason to say that. She's got facts to back every single bit of it up. And really, like, support whoever you want to. If you want to read what the Gray Zone is going to publish a couple of days before they publish it, subscribe to the Moon of Alabama blog. Get that shit early.
Right on.
Shadowban Refugee, thank you for the super A. He said I was totally trolling Jimmy earlier. Super chat ignored because I said, nice to see a journalist from on the ground in Syria. When are you bringing on Vanessa Beely or Eva Bartlett? I got ignored.
Of course it's going to get ignored. They get super chats at like 20 miles an hour on that shore. Well,
they've both been on his show. I mean,
they read those super chats, but they're very selective about which ones they read out because they get so many, so they kind of get that leverage. I mean, like that. I mean, that's just what I've noticed when I watch their streams.
Okay.
Yeah.
Feel free to shower us with super chats to the point to where we can't keep up with them.
I know. What
Not kidding. I'm trying to
problem
do
to
this
have.
for a living.
Right?
Rather you do it on Rock then. But if it's gonna happen,
We'll take it.
And then to compensate for inability to read out your messages, I'll just say the jingle for even longer.
Yeah.
Because Shadowban, I just want you to know, it's always appreciated on Slow News Day.
That it is.
So
Okay.
there was something I wanted to do this on ABB last night, and then ABB did not happen.
We still love you, Loopers.
And
was
he
it the
got
Scientology thing?
and no. Although we should. Okay, you know what? I don't even know where the fuck that went. Let's do that instead.
I can scroll back in the element real quick.
Oh god damn it! It's the LA Times too.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it, like literally, because we were like in the ABB thing, and I was like looking for stories. Oh, great.
I see it. I got it.
Yeah, you might want to pull it up because I ran out of free clicks.
Oh, I'm gonna.
But yeah,
I think. I don't know. We'll find out.
because like I saw it on Twitter, and I was like, oh, this will be perfect to bring up to our friends on ABB.
So, Scientology secrets spill into the Danny Masterson rape case. Church Scientology works hard to keep its inner workings out of the public eye. It has hired private detectives to keep tabs on straying members, and experts say its lawyers vigorously defend against legal incursions, arguing to judges that Scientology's beliefs are not courtroom fodder. But at a hearing last week in the rape case against actor Danny Masterson, church officials were unable to stop their practices from being debated in open court. 3 women took the stand to recount sexual assaults allegedly committed by the celebrity Scientologist. I love how that's framed. And each told similar stories of how church officials tried to stop them from reporting Masterson to the police. One woman testified that a church official instructed her to write a statement showing she would take responsibility, that's in quotes, for a 2001 assault in which she alleges Masterson raped her while she was unconscious. Another woman who was born into Scientology and planned to report Masterson to the police in 2004, a year after she said he raped her at his Hollywood mansion, recounted how a Scientology attorney showed up at her family's home. The lawyer, according to the woman, warned that she would be expelled from the church if she went to the authorities. We're going to work out how you cannot lose your daughter, the attorney told the woman's father, according to her testimony. Woo! The focus on Scientology during the preliminary hearing, which stretched over 4 days and included lengthy discussions of the internal church texts and doctrine, wasn't lost on LA Superior Court Judge Charlene Olmedo. In ruling that there was sufficient evidence against Masterson to allow the case to proceed toward trial, Olmedo concluded that Scientology has, quote, expressly written doctrine that not only discourages but prohibits, end quote, its members from reporting one another to law enforcement. The policy explained why several of the women did not report Masterson's alleged crimes to the police for more than a decade, the judge found. The activities of Scientology have been so much part of the evidence that's being put forth as to why these women were not immediately going to law enforcement, that it sort of brought the dirty laundry out into public view, which is exactly what Scientology does not want, said Mike Render, the church's former top spokesman who left the faith in 2007. Church policy explicitly demands Scientologists abide by all laws of the land, including the reporting of crimes. This is blatantly clear in the documents we understand were put before the court, and many others.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah. This is their lawyer saying the court either did not repeat them in full or read them in full or ignored them. It should have done neither. Interpretation of church doctrine by the courts is prohibited, and the ruling is evidence of why. Yeah.
Yeesh.
Yeah.
That's Scientology for you.
Weren't we just watching something recently about Scientology? I feel like we were. Interesting.
Were you watching
bunch.
like We Are Legion or something? I don't know.
No, Yelbro
No.
had some doc or something up a couple weeks back. It all kind of seems like it was one day.
For real. I know.
Scientology is creepy. Like there is there's nothing. Like, okay, dude. I realize that we were, or I guess I was, less than polite to a certain sect of hardcore Christians the other day when Jason was on. I kind of kick people around. I do. Like, I don't like.
Nah.
I encourage people to have a spirituality, and I don't give a fuck like what your faith is. But
He's
if you're
crazy.
on Twitter with like giant fucking crosses and like I'm first a Christian, yeah, dude, I'm gonna joke about that. I would do that for anybody. That's a cross.
Speaking of though, this is on the other side.
Oh, go ahead, dude.
This is on the other side of that. Cenk Uygur, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
He like, oh, this conflict, you guys are ignoring the other part of this conflict, which is that each side believes that they're fighting on behalf of a sky god. How fucking condescending is that?
Well,
like, first of all, this is about settler
What
colonialism.
is that shit?
This is about settler colonialism and ethnic cleansing, bruh. Religion is not one of like the causes of why Palestinian fights. It's a boost for them. Like I've seen it firsthand. Listen, if you can't understand like the power of, you know, thousands of people yelling like Allahu Akbar or praying in the middle of Boca Raton, like if you can't understand like the power or even beauty of that, then don't project it onto other people. Like don't be a condescending little fuck.
Like, yeah, that's his brand.
You know,
for sure.
And I know that there are good atheists out there, but like that's why no one likes y'all.
Yeah, no, that is flat the fuck out the worst kind. And look, the atheism in and of itself has become such like a rigid belief system.
It's become like the DSA of religions to me, honestly. And not that
it's more like the Marxist Leninist who has only read enough to like shout at you.
Yeah.
No, it's a more progressive thing.
But
too,
in a
condescending
to us.
It's a more progressive things as well. Like,
but
I don't know what it is. It's just, ugh.
No,
I know it's an overgeneralization, but like
my whole point. What I wanted to get to even before we went on the air and started talking and got sidetracked was that invariably it is always the people with at least one, if not 7 crosses in their Twitter bio and Christian first in their Twitter bio that have followed my account because I made some fucking like pedophile joke and swore in it multiple times about like Joe Biden or somebody that they don't like politically.
Yeah, so they're like, I can get on board with this.
Yeah. So that cracks me up. That's like funny as fuck to me. We should go ahead and open the phone lines. We can kick around Scientology all night long. I'm totally into that. Bubblegum douche, thank you very much. He said, sounds like some Scientology folks need those magic underpants more than the Mormons do. Organized religion is a plague. Look, dude, I know knowing how Scientology rolls. Ordinarily, I would agree with you, my friend. I would, but I know how Scientology works.
It's a bit of a different beast.
And their magic underpants would come out with like false negative rape kits.
We're getting a call. Hello, caller. Who is your name? You are live.
Hello.
Hey, this is Healing Tarzan in Alabama.
Hey.
Hello.
What's going on?
I'm going under my alias tonight, even though you probably
right on.
All right, brother. How's it going down there in Alabama?
Things are good. I've been catching up on some Whitney Webb interviews and articles today, so
nice.
Hell yeah.
And that
anything good?
Fully melted.
Pardon?
You got full melt on your brain?
Not exactly, but I feel very well informed now. Thank you.
Which article were you reading, or what like stuck out to you?
Oh, let's see. I was reading the Gates one, and
yeah,
then I just
good one.
finished the Jason Burmis interview, and I had watched the T-Lab one last night, actually.
Melt on your.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
Anyway, yeah, I actually had a reason for calling in, incidentally, for once. So I was actually kind of like, I feel like I want to discuss like this division or perceived division, I guess, between, I guess what we're calling sort of the pro-blockchain and anti-blockchain camps, which I understand is kind of a sensitive subject, but I guess, I've been thinking about it a lot this past, really ever since the issue cropped up. But I feel like I had some kind of breakthroughs in my thinking this past week on it.
Okay.
But so basically, my thinking is, I don't really perceive it as a division personally, because personally I follow like Allison McDowell, and I follow yourselves and Ryan Christian and Vanessa and other people who are on Rockfin, and probably, and people who have make money because of are able to make a living because they're because through cryptocurrency, or that's part of how they make a living. And I don't personally have any like judgments about that, or like, oh my God, you're not pure or whatever. I don't see it that way. But I guess what I've been kind of feeling is that there's like, well, you're all familiar with I think that there's some important points that need to be understood or whatever about it. And are you all familiar with the Corbett documentary, How Big Oil Conquered the World?
I watched it.
I'm familiar with it, but I haven't watched it.
Well,
I'm going to be honest, I have not seen it.
Well, I would recommend checking it out.
You put that out like almost a decade ago, right?
There's this section in it that jumped out at me where he's talking about this guy called M. King Hubbard, who was basically the kind of like one of the originators of the technocracy movement back in the 1930s. And there's this quote that really jumped out at me that Corbett took from his technocracy study course. And if you don't mind, I'll just read it. It's so he talks about, he's envisioning this system where he's saying what we need is for a way to have all energy usage and all consumer spending throughout the entire nation. I guess he was thinking the nation at the time, not the entire world. The entire nation to be calculated and registered on a continuous, instantaneous basis, a 24/7 inventory of all production and consumption, a complete registry of products available for sale, where they were produced, how much energy was expended in their production, and where and when they, and finally, or where and when they were sold, and finally a specific registration of the consumption of each individual, plus a record and description of the individual. So this jumped out at me because I've been following Allison's work on AI and blockchain for a while now, and it just clicked with me when I heard that quote, because it was like, oh my God, that is exactly what blockchain actually makes that feasibly possible to do, because obviously what he was describing in that quote is like ridiculously logistically impossible, especially in the 1930s. But it just seems to me that the blockchain ledger actually makes that possible, and then that the AI actually makes it possible to actually analyze all that information and set up like, a bureaucratic administration to sort of control, or govern essentially, to replace government. And then, I mean, I guess that seems to me what is the big danger about it. And, that's why I think, I mean, I'm not a mind reader, obviously, and I don't understand, what's in people's minds, but, at least my guess would be that maybe, I know that like Allison has blocked some people and stuff like that, and I can understand why that would be upsetting, but I'm thinking that maybe is part of why is because she feels like people are ignoring maybe that that's what her work is pointing to, and maybe they don't possibly are somewhat myopic about the whole thing because of making, having been able to have block, cryptocurrency as being part of their livelihood, and therefore, well, it's kind of like it makes it more difficult to see then, or it makes, and I think that's maybe the criticism, as I understand it, that's kind of the criticism she's making. Not necessarily that it's bad that people actually were able to make money. It's just more that the frustration that, because of that, people are resistant maybe to seeing the potential dangers that it literally could enable, that kind of a system that M. King Hubbard guy dreamed up back in the 1930s.
So
anyway, that's basically.
So I don't disagree. And to further that point, nobody that like I have talked to about this that is on the blockchain side has disagreed, but I have not talked to the Bitcoin maximalists about this because I know their position, and a lot of them are shitbirds, and I'm sure that a lot of them are just going ape shit on that idea. Whether or not they're personally going at Ali, I don't know. I don't, and like I can only speak to my own experience and that of the people that I've talked to about it, and personally, and for the like half dozen people that I've actually had a conversation with about it, we all agree, like with the broader points of it. We all do. So what we're trying to do is short-term exploit so that we can opt out. And that's going to be the mechanism. But that's also maybe a point of contention, is that we're on some opt-out shit, not some let's stand, like we can actually, stop the mega cities and the smart cities and the technocratic panopticon. I'd like to think we can. I do, but I want to be able to build out something, on the off chance that we manage to not be able to stop
it's a backup
exactly
plan.
what's happening right now.
Yeah.
And so I don't know. I know we're only doing like 10-minute calls, so I want to try and keep, or at least let Jones or Ali jump in here. But like I still to this day, I would love to have her on the show. And I would love to not be like in the group of people who is excluded from conversation based on what seems to be a little bit more than just what platform we're on. I don't know. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I have a lot to learn still. I know I do. Personally.
Have you tried reaching out to Jason Bosch at all ever? So I was involved in a conversation it was really kind of between him, myself, and Derek Bros. And he did express an interest in like having like a dialogue with Derek Bros. And it seemed to me that he kind of didn't want to do it because he's basically said we don't have enough commonality in the way we think or something that it wouldn't be worthwhile.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah,
I don't.
Me
I
neither,
wouldn't be opposed to talking to the guy though. So I don't know anything about their
really
conversation.
eager. It seems to me he seems really eager to discuss it. So I don't know.
Okay.
I would suggest reaching out to him, because he had a hour-long or so video with Doug McKenty. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
I know Doug. Been on before.
About crypto, and it was a really good discussion. I just think that it didn't go quite far enough. And I guess, like, personally, what I would like to see, I mean, I totally take your point about the opting out and all that. Just personally, what I would like to see is just, rather than a division, I would like to see a deeper discussion, and I think there are.
Yeah, I would too, and I think it's a conversation that needs to be fleshed out. I think that there's probably the reason for it is probably different than what it looks like.
It could be, yeah.
And I think that there's probably some other, some weird shit going on that's driving it rather than genuine concern. Because again, with the exception of the people who are maximalists about crypto or already in the transhumanist camp, basically everybody agrees with the fundamental position.
Okay, well, I guess I have.
So it's an argument to be had to generate division, and that's it. And that's what, or at least that's what it kind of looks like, and that makes it silly, as opposed to a necessary conversation that needs to be had between free thinking and or libertarian minded people about the future of blockchain technology and crypto, and who gets the fucking keys to that, because we do need to have that. We do need to talk about that. 100%.
Yeah. Well, can I ask a question? Do you think that it could be the type of thing where it's kind of like social media or whatever? Well, first we help to build this thing, and then sort of we help to build the cage, and then they slam the door shut, that type of a scenario where it's where, it seems it
ultimately, dude, it depends on
blockchain. So
it depends on who's holding it, who's holding the keys to it. That really, because have the potential to make it something wholly unique and decentralized, also have the potential to make it utter slavery. It's a tool. It's math.
Yeah.
Math is only math can be dangerous. It can be, but on its face, it's math. So it's really up to who uses it and how it gets used. What, Jones?
Oh, I was just gonna say time. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we're definitely at time. Holy shit, we're at time. All right, so, hey, thank you very much, Healing Tarzan, for calling in, man. Appreciate it, and do call in again.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Take care.
All right, brother.
You too.
Much love.
You are live.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
This is Skybox again.
Okay, so what I need you to do is close out the tab that you're watching this on. Shut it down completely and just talk to us on the phone. Because the last couple of times we've been waiting up to 30 seconds, and you could just talk to us on the phone. Dig? And thank you for calling in. It's good to hear from you.
Okay.
How the hell are you?
I'm going to the
Yeah.
next
What's
one.
going on here? Oh no.
You're
Oh.
live.
Hello.
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 Hey, guys.
And who do we have here?
It's your friend Steve and Lucky Burrito.
Yeah.
Hello.
Steve.
Hey folks, how's it going? Steve
Cutler.
Cutler, responsible for the kick-ass artwork behind me and behind Jones.
Yeah.
And Leo.
That's
Big
cool.
shout out
Leo.
to Leo.
And Lucky Burrito. How y'all doing tonight?
Pretty good. We had a question. You want to ask them?
Okay, this might seem like really off normal topic, but okay.
Go for it.
Bring it on.
So demons, right? Like when you see them in the
Okay.
movies, they
Okay,
always
Demon Slayer.
like,
Got you.
they always know like a million different languages. Like they're
Mhm.
super smart then, I guess, right? Like
We have a
Yeah,
theory
that's
that
supposed.
they're
Yeah, that's
probably
supposed to be
really
the thing.
smart.
They know languages.
I mean, okay,
And they
so
just got-
it
they
depends
got a
on
bad
what
rap.
kind of demon movie you're watching, because like you
I get-
have like in some shows or like in
Wait,
I don't know if you guys-
hold up. I'm sorry, Jones. I'm sorry. Did you wait? Is the questions demons? I mean, come on, what the fuck? Is that the question? What the fuck is it with
I don't
demons?
know.
Disbelief.
I'm going with what she said about smart demons, because
Okay.
like
Yeah, let's just roll
because
with
like
it.
sometimes
like,
because the thing is in some productions you have like a tier system of demons, like there's like 7 deadly sins where you got like the red demons and the gray demons, and then you go all the way up to the 10 commandments, but like
you're
you go to Demon Slayer and it's like they
Oh.
get more and more powerful the more of like Muzan's blood they have in it. And I know none of y'all know what I'm saying, but I'm
I
enjoying
don't.
myself here. So like
No,
it depends on what you're watching.
You started off on
So-
some nonsense about 7 deadly sins, but there's an order of demons. Those things aren't any kind of related. Then you went to the 10 Commandments, which is also not related. And then you jumped
You
over to
don't
Demon
watch-
Slayer, which
I'm here
again,
for it.
totally unrelated. But you wanted to talk about Demon Slayer because as soon as she said demons, you went, "Oh, Demon Slayer!" So you could have just led with that, Jones. You could have. You did.
No,
You
'cause
didn't have
I
to
want
take
Shadow
us.
Band to let us know what he thinks about
I mean,
it.
I get her point. Like Buffy,
pretty
most of the
crazy
demons are
that
stupid.
Deadly.
I know,
Because
but
7 deadly sins.
I understand that there can be like an overarching structure of demon. Everybody like that, but that's a long walk to get to some anime, dude. It is.
But no,
Yeah.
7 deadly. I think you missed the whole point.
Like-
Okay.
7 deadly sins is an anime.
Ooh,
Oh
she
my
got
God.
very
The
Okay.
good.
title.
so my
Yeah.
thing is,
She's
like
glitched
every
out.
time I see them on
Didn't
like
hear
a
any of
movie
that.
or something, they
Those are the titles,
know
Steve.
all the languages.
Okay, it's also a Flogging Molly
everything.
song.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard Shadow Band call them demons cucks, but I'm not really convinced. I think they got a bad rap. They seem pretty smart on on the surface. So I'll leave it with you guys. I don't know if you come to a different conclusion. Please let us know.
Yeah,
And,
I want to know like where they go to school.
yeah,
I mean-
can we get some free demon education, perhaps?
You would think
Catholic Church,
that if you became a part of like the armies of hell, right? If you got absorbed into the armies of hell and then rose through the ranks, which historically, or at
GI
least
Bill,
according
right?
to lore, is how
Education.
the structure of demonology works. Is in a military fashion. Then you would assume that there would be. I mean, it is a socialist program, so you would assume there would be some sort of school that would be provided, especially if you were an officer.
There's got to be an
Yeah.
anime out there that is like Demons in High School. There has to be somewhere.
There is.
Definitely.
I mean,
100%.
Thank you.
There's
Thank you
also
for
like
letting us
Monster
derail
High School
your
and shit.
show completely.
I mean,
I'm so
Great.
lost and I like it.
yeah. No,
I was watching a
Yeah.
show or something the other day, and I'm like, I know what I'm gonna ask them. I gotta
That's
ask them about
funny.
these demons, man. They're so smart.
You would also
Cutting
think
edge
that they would
question.
have access to like everything that's ever been written or recorded, right?
Exactly.
And
exactly.
if you're eternal and time moves differently in eternity, then you would be able to process like every known language and the sum total of the written and recorded word, you know, like that
Exactly.
comparatively.
Demons.
So you
demons
would
have
show
just
up
had a
way
bad
ahead of the
PR
curve, is what
push.
I'm saying.
I'm pretty sure. They've just had bad PR over the years.
yeah.
I mean,
No.
that's a take.
I mean,
That's an angle.
I mean, Pelosi's doing pretty good.
She rubs the demons real good, huh?
Yeah.
Ew.
Les
I have a
Wexner
different
is
theory.
still
I have a
walking
different
around.
theory about
You
the
think
demons.
about it.
Kissinger.
He's kissing
If
her.
you think
kissing
about
her.
it, some of the demons in Seven Deadly Sins and Demon Slayer have really good backstories, and
I'm
like
about to
they're
look
really
that up right
compelling.
now. I'm about to look it up.
Yeah, no, like Seven Deadly Sins is an anime.
Okay, I'm gonna look
Yeah.
it up.
Oh my god.
I will indulge.
And I have another theory that I just need to drop in there. I feel like, Elon Musk and Bezos and all these people and, like in our government, I think they're all aliens.
You think they're aliens? Like lizard
I think they're
people
all
aliens or alien aliens?
Definitely not demons. They're not very smart.
They're not demons. Demons are smart. They know everything, right? But these guys, they're like some kind of their own species. They're aliens. They're trying to get back home to Mars.
We love you. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you.
All
Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
grabbing the next
This
one.
anime looks kind of interesting. Kind of looks interesting. I'm
Leo,
not gonna lie.
love.
Thank you, Allie.
Dude, nobody's knocking anime, Jones.
I
You get
know.
so defensive. You
Sure.
don't need to. It's so unnecessary.
She's excited about it that I was open to it. I get it.
I'm with you, Jones.
I'm
I
gonna
actually
come
like
up.
anime. Hey, dude, anime tells stories way better than American shit. It's just a fact.
That's facts. That's facts. That's facts.
Like 99 times out of 100. Yeah.
That's facts.
Like,
And
dude,
also,
it's
word-
like the storylines are intricate. Like, it's just so much
Mm.
better. I don't like a lot of anime, like a lot of newer stuff I haven't seen, but like some of that old shit, man, it's real good.
I appreciate the artwork, of course.
There's some dope anime for sure. We just want to thank
Yeah.
you
You
guys
watch
for
any,
letting
Steve?
us, spin your mind out for 10 minutes. And you guys got the best friggin' call-in show on television.
Aw.
I was gonna
Aw,
ask,
and the
do you
whole
watch
team.
any anime, Steve or Lucky Burrito?
Both my kids are anime freaks, so I've seen a lot of it.
Yeah, my daughter. My daughter.
All three kids are
Yeah.
anime freaks.
We have
So,
Awesome kids.
all right, we'll talk to you kids next time. Peace.
Much love,
love you.
y'all.
All right, I'm grabbing the next one.
Bye, guys.
Take care of you too.
You are live.
Hello.
We're live?
Hey, hey.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Hello. Hello.
What's happening?
Hey, I just gotta throw this out here that yes, Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk and all those fuckers, they are aliens. They are aliens from the race of cucks. All right? Fucking cuckalians.
Caucasians.
Caucasians. Yeah, there you
That's
go.
good, that's good.
That'll work. I'll buy that for $1. I'd even buy that for a Christmas present for someone that I didn't care about, you know?
Culturally, they genetically they have a disorder where they only fall up, and it's
it's okay. They're going through gene therapy to make sure that they have a genetic disorder to where we all fall down.
right. Holy fuck!
Oh.
How's it going down there in New Mexico?
Yo, dude, it's fucking hot as fuck, all right? And, like, we got like foam coolers and shit and master cools. Anyway, I fucking had to go up on my roof today, and I had to stick my fucking head inside that fucker all goddamn day. And I came downstairs, came off the roof, and I fucking found out that I fucking have a fucking sunburn on my fucking knees, bro. That is like the fucking worst ever. Fucking knee sunburns are like fucking terribly uncomfortable, and I'm throwing a fit about it, and I've been throwing a fit about it since I found out I have a sunburn on my knees. Fucking blows.
When I was like 11 or 12, I wore shorts driving the hay wagon, right? Like my first like couple of days. And like the top of my legs and my kneecaps and my shins got just fucking roasted, man. And it was so fucking uncomfortable. At like knee skin, there's no avoiding it. Roll it when you're a fuck kid and shit. No, dude, that doesn't happen. That shit is unfucking comfortable. If like make friends with some aloe there, brother.
Yeah, for sure. And like I after that I went to go fucking mud my son's room because that's the last room I got to do, right? And I fucking had to get on my knees, and I'm fucking kneeling on fucking cardboard paper and fucking pieces of fucking dried mud and shit. I'm just like, I fucking hate my fucking life. Fucking hate my fucking life. Also, since y'all brought up Scientology, I just wanted to bring up the connection between Epstein's gallivanting with John Travolta and little girls up at the Scientology temple up here just north of Santa Fe that nobody seems to know that there's a connection there. And there was an oddly strange connection to a astronomy observatory shingadada, where like all the fucking rich people in Santa Fe go fucking have their rich people parties and do rich people things that I don't know anything about because I'm not a fucking rich person. That Epstein was also had his fucking financial hands in, all fucking gross. And everyone talking, and I noticed that Whitney was talking last Sunday about how fucking Microsoft fucking disbanded their fucking Starlink program in 2001, and that's when SpaceX blah 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 blah. Well, considering fucking Elon and fucking Gates were fucking regulars at fucking Zorro, and we also have the spaceport down here down south. It's about where Hatch is. It's south of T or C. I think there's probably a connection there too. I can't prove it, but you know, you can't really prove anything about this fucking ranch because nobody's allowed to go fucking see it. So you know, that's my 3 cents. Anyway, all this Vax talk, I wanted to tell you guys my fucking run-in with fucking Big Pharma.
Ooh.
So my fucking pop in like 2005-ish, somewhere around there, was starting to get real fucking bad migraines and headaches and shit, right? He was fucking working at a fucking call center at the T-Mobile call center, so he was a fucking gamer fucking nerd. So he literally was staring at computer screens all day long. That's all he ever fucking did. So he was getting these fucking nasty migraines, and he went to the doc. And the doc originally prescribed him Imitrex, and that fucking didn't work, so they put him on this other shit. This other shit they put him on is called Neurontin. So he was taking Neurontin for fucking debilitating headaches that were giving, or like migraines that were fucking with his vision, right? Like his vision would get spotty. He wouldn't be able to see out of one eye or whatever, and then it would get like all like fucking seeing stars and shit, and it got progressively worse and worse and worse over time, right? And so he kept on taking it even when they fucking came out with the generic version. Gabapentin is the fucking chemical name for this shit. It's beta blocker, right?
Mm-hmm.
So so the shit eventually came to a head, and it was fucking with his brain chemistry. He was considering killing himself over and over and over again. And when he decided to quit drinking again, because my parents met in AA, and then they decided Jesus was all they needed, and then they all became drunks again. But he decided he was gonna stop taking fucking gabapentin, and he told the fucking doctor, "Look, I'm gonna stop taking this with or without your help." And they're like, "Well, you can't stop taking it all at once. We have to taper you down. It's fucking right." And he said, "You're not fucking hearing me. I'm going to stop taking this fucking drug." So he eventually stopped taking it, right? And he ended up going back to the fucking doc. His headaches actually got better, and he ended up going back to the doc because he still had these headaches here and there, but they weren't nearly as bad. So he went to a neurologist, and a neurologist fucking gave him a CT scan and compared it to his pre-fucking gabapentin CT scan and found massive brain scarring on his fucking brainstem. So this fucking shit, this gabapentin shit that they put him on, was giving him many strokes in his fucking brainstem, which were mimicking the fucking symptoms of a fucking visual migraine. Now check this out. It gets even fucking better. So he fucking started looking into this shit and seeing if there was other people that had this. Fucking same thing happened to him, and sure as fucking shit, a bunch of people in New Mexico happen to have this one particular fucking nurse practitioner's signature on their fucking prescriptions. And he started getting in contact with some of these fucking people that were fucking talking about what was happening to them with this fucking particular drug that fucking people were on. And turns out there was a fucking class action lawsuit. But by the time he found out about this class action lawsuit, the class action lawsuit had expired 2 weeks earlier. So what that fucking also tells you is they knew this drug was fucking doing this to him. And they continued to fucking prescribe it to him. And these are the fucking professionals that I'm supposed to fucking trust to put a fucking untested drug into my arm? These people can eat a whole fucking bag of dicks. They can jump in a pool of dicks and do the fucking backstroke. Eat my fucking ass. So
that's tough, but fair.
That's my that's my big farmer story. And then I have plenty of fucking people that have been fucking hooked on fucking dope. And I'm a recovering addict, so I know a bunch of fucking recovering addicts, right? And they were fucking hooked on dope, and the fucking doctors.
When I don't know, maybe a year ago, year and a half ago, I had nerve damage in both of my arms, like to the point to where like I couldn't really even close my hand. And they prescribed me gabapentin, and it fucked me up. Like, I 3 days into it, I had fucking, I had like headache kind of shit going on, but I was also not thinking rationally, you know, and so I fucking quit taking it immediately and was like, yo, fuck this. And I told the doctor, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, that's just a side effect. You'll be fine."
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm not taking this."
Yeah, dude, that shit fucks with your fucking brain hard because it's like a fucking weird branch off the family of fucking benzodiazepines, dude. That shit fucks with your fucking like mood to a debilitating, like straight up, dude. I used to fucking try and take that shit recreationally, and like I would literally hear a voice that was not my own in my fucking head telling me to fucking kill myself because the world would be a better place without. That shit is fucking evil. My boy fucking he broke his fucking back, and he's been hooked on fucking opiates forever because he's got a fucking broken back, right? So he told the fucking doc he wanted to get off of fucking opiates. And they fucking gave him gabapentin. He straight up had to fucking leave his house because he thought that he was a danger to his fucking children because of the weird ass shit that was going on in his fucking brain.
I think they gave this to my brother. They did.
Oh,
They
And
gave
they
this to my
still
brother. This was like
prescribe
recently.
this
This was
shit.
when he was like coming off his Xanax. Oh my god. Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, they still fucking prescribe this shit. They still fucking push this fucking dope. And there's fucking people that are getting fucking hooked on fucking methadone and box because at least it's not heroin. And I'm like, I'm supposed to trust these fucking dope pushing fucks? Like,
Right.
a fucking, someone cooking fucking meth in the fucking garage is a fucking really, really bad guy. A fucking cartel's fucking bringing up gas tank glass and fucking all that shit and fentanyl and shit. Doctors are fucking pushing fentanyl. Who the fuck am I supposed to? No, this whole fucking narrative of how we're supposed to trust fucking scientists and all that shit. Yeah, check it out. I'm a fucking electrician, right? So if I come to do a fucking ceiling fan at your house and you ask me, hey, that's not one of those Hampton Bay or what was it? I think it's Hampton Bay, Hampton Breeze ceiling fans that were recalled because they've been fucking flying off and killing people, right? And I tell someone, I'm a professional here. You need to trust me in what I'm doing. Like, would you tell me to fuck off? Like,
I would at least say, then why does the box say Hampton Bay?
Yeah, exactly. Like, who the fuck decided that these people are gods to not be fucking questioned, man? That's
So
fucking
here's
bullshit.
the thing,
like,
bro. Here's it started. The narrative started to get seeded about almost 30 years ago with the whole global warming shit. For nearly 3 decades, we have been told not only to trust the science, which is as anti-science as you can get, but we've been told that scientists and medical professionals are, the experts, and they wouldn't be allowed to talk about this unless they'd had all of this schooling and they knew what they were talking about, like they weren't totally capable of being influenced by fucking money and perks. Like there isn't a fucking always long history where doctors have been paid money to lie to us, where scientists have been paid money to lie to us, where agendas have been specifically driven through trust the medical experts on this. So
straight the fuck up, Paul. Like, if
you're 30 years old, if you're 35 years old, if you're 25 years old, if you're 20 years old, you have never really lived without this reinforced propaganda that trust the experts, their God. You're a dirty, filthy human. What do you know?
Yeah, fucking straight up, Holmes. Like, I don't know, like, the fucking the cognitive dissonance that's fucking required for this shit. Like, it's fucking wild. I don't even know how to explain how fucking mad it gets me, just because, like, this is my fucking, and we're living in the fucking year 2021, right? So I can say, why can't I trust my fucking lived experience? Why can't you trust my lived experience? And fucking, like, there's no fucking conspiracy required for this shit. It's just this simple. This dude dumped his fucking retirement savings into the futures of this fucking pharmaceutical company that's putting out this new fucking wonder drug, and that fucking doctor is therefore incentivized to not fucking stop pushing that fucking drug, even if they know that fucking drug is going to hurt people, because if he does, he loses his fucking retirement savings and he's fucked for the rest of his life. It's very fucking simple. There is no fucking conspiracy required in capitalism. 300 fucking % of the time. All right? Like, it's just the fucking method of the market, man. This is the way that fucking markets actually fucking work. Like, I get fucking very angry when I talk about fucking drugs. Plus, being a recovering dope addict, I mean, I was diagnosed with the fucking alphabet soup when I was fucking younger, right? ADD, ADHD,
The whole thing.
and they fucking
Yeah.
put me on fucking
Put you on
uppers,
everything.
and then I ended up being a fucking glasshead after that, and then I started fucking shooting speedballs to regulate myself, and so like I'm fucked up forever. Like I've been clean for almost 2 years, and I'm still fucked up from that shit. It still fucks with my brain chemistry. And is there a doctor that's gonna tell me I'm sorry for putting you on fucking dope when you were a fucking child? Fuck no, there isn't a doctor that's gonna tell me that shit.
No, they're gonna say you should have managed it better. Shit, I watched my brother for 5 years. He's sober now, but yeah, everything under the fucking sun. They put him on everything, and it all led back to like benzos, Xanax, the whole thing. I've seen it,
OD'd on heroin.
firsthand. Shit, yeah, I know many people that have done that as well.
But dude, and we gotta wrap the call, brother. But I don't. You saw, right? The Pasta and Shonda are doing a show on addiction now.
Yeah, I'm all fucking excited about it, dude. Like,
Yeah,
I fucking
needs to be
appreciate
discussed more.
any fucking show on addiction. And the best help that any suffering addicts can get is another addict's words. So like, I recommend anyone that's fucking been that's hooked on dope or has fucking doctors pushing dope on them or think that they can't fucking get out, whether they're on fucking methadone, box, heroin, fucking whatever the fuck they're on, doesn't fucking matter. Just fucking get in touch with other recovering addicts. Like, I do 12-step programs. That's not a fucking like requirement. You don't have to fucking follow my route, but recovery is fucking possible. And I really appreciate what's going on with Aurora, because like addiction is the fucking real epidemic of our fucking time.
Yes, it is. Amen to that. That's the fucking truth. It is.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing all that too.
Yeah, for sure. In order to wrap this call up, I gotta say, fuck Big Pharma, fuck doctors, orale burke.
Always good to hear from you, Shadow Band.
All right, we had. Okay, we go. Coming in.
Hello.
Hello. Who's this?
Wait a minute. I'm here.
Who what? Hi.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Who are we talking to?
This is James.
Hi, James.
Hi.
What's going on, James?
It's me, James from LA.
Oh, what's up, brother? How you doing?
Oh, hi.
I think it kind of sounded like you for a minute.
That's definitely me, brother.
I can tell now. I can picture the face behind the voice.
Yeah, as pissed off as I've always been.
What do you got going on, brother? Good to hear from you.
So, I feel that the world is deteriorating at an accelerated rate somehow.
Yeah.
Anything
I mean,
particular that sparked that, or just kind of everything all at once?
I feel that you know, we're all kind of on the same wavelength, you know, and I feel that being here in Los Angeles, which is kind of the, you know, after living all over Europe and half the world, you know, although I'm somewhat from here, I find this place to be volatile and kind of somewhat evil.
Yes, definitely.
I'm sure we all have different versions of it. But, you know, I work in the central part of Hollywood, and I see these people walking on the streets all day. And, you know, I love the zeitgeist of everything that we all say and do. And I love you guys.
Oh, well, thank you very much, man. I appreciate the hell out of it. It was fucking fantastic meeting you and hanging out with you, too. And it looks like we'll all for sure be in LA, I think a month from now exactly, if not the day before, because John Shipton and Gabriel Shipton, Julian Assange's father and half-brother, are going to be doing a U.S. tour. And they're doing their West Coast leg starts I guess technically in Denver on the 23rd, and then they'll be in Portland, and then San Francisco for 2 days, and then LA for 2 days. And I'm going to try and do Portland to LA if I can, but I'm going to need like audience help for that. And we'll be throwing up a GoFundMe here shortly.
It's the time to stand
yeah,
up.
definitely.
Like this is the end. This is the end of it in my mind. I mean, I'm sure that things are different, but they're not, because I stand with, you know, again, somewhat this you know, spiritual standing that we have, that we see through these fuckers. And you know, I'm just maybe a dark person in general, but things are actually getting worse. People are literally becoming more ridiculous and stupid and backwards and self-centered, and that's what the whole plan has been, right? Through the media nonsense. And I'm loving the Whitney Webb interviews with all you guys. I watched them all in the last few days, and she's really like,
Nice.
you know, I guess it's over touted, but she you guys are, I mean, she's just having Whitney anywhere. And of course, Vedmore's got to come back.
You know, I mean, Jesus, dude, we need like a dozen Whitneys or like an army.
But we are, right? Isn't that? I mean, in my mind, I'm sorry to cut you off, but that's how I feel.
I mean, like,
everybody
she needs
I
a
talk
whole,
to,
like,
she's like my spirit animal.
She needs like people that research full time and then hand her stuff so that she can take it and turn it into books or articles, and we need that process to be repeated, you know, until people really fucking get it. And in the meantime,
I start to feel,
like,
Steve,
yeah,
that
dude,
if we start talking about this shit too much,
like,
there's going to be a lot less of us.
I'm sorry, what, brother?
I said I feel that if we, I kind of, I know it seems conspiratorial and odd, but again, I totally agree with you. But I feel that if we start multiplying us, there'll be less of us. But I guess that's our burden to bear.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep doing what we're doing and hoping that like people pick up on it, you know. I don't
100%. 100%. I heard Whitney speaking the other day with Ryan Christian, and you know, the specter of evil arises, but none of us would be doing what we're doing if we were scared.
No, I mean, I think that there's a lot to people that have experienced I don't know, kind of like a psychological or like ego or whatever death through psychedelics. I think there's a lot to be said about people that have been, you know, in poverty or homeless or fucking marginalized in any number of ways, to where like once you've like been through enough trauma and or have like witnessed enough trauma coupled with like whatever it is in you know, however many people that are wired like that to want to fucking punch back even though it's all the way above your weight, yeah, you're gonna do that. You hope that people get on board, but there's no, you've lost the I don't know, you've lost the fear component to a significant degree, because you know what nothing is worth because you've had it, and you may know what like somebody's idea of everything is worth because you've also had it. So you can contextualize, you know, what value is. And then you can attribute value to different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we were kind of having this discussion when we met about, the aid of psychedelics. And I think that is a huge aspect, regardless of Joe Rogan possibly using it as a limited hangout. But, even if they use things as a limited hangout, we have to understand that that's where we're making a difference.
I have co-hosts. Y'all could talk.
No, I'm
too.
just letting. I know.
Yeah, I mean, I was just
let the guests go.
I was just trying to gauge where we were in the conversation.
Yeah, Glory.
Oh, it's hard to talk. It's hard to talk to me. That's for sure. I mean, I think basically I called in today because I'm having a really strange kind of reaction to the kind of like Night of the Living Dead kind of Los Angeles situation. And Allie, for example, I lived in Chicago, and that was even scarier because they all have baseball hats. But then I've realized that like the whole world has become the Midwest.
Oh God, yeah. I haven't been to LA in it's been a few years, but
don't worry, it's come to
people
you.
there. I mean, there's obviously good people everywhere, but the culture there, I don't know. They have that in Chicago though too. It's just these like people that are so asleep. Wake up! So that can be a bit.
Well, we have a special version here. We have a very special version
wide awake with their heads up their ass.
Yeah, that too. I
know, but it all seems kind of like fucking basic, right? But to actually live here, and I grew up here. I was telling Glory and Josh actually about my first experience with the Anarchy. Even though I worked for SST Records, Black Flag and Sonic Youth and all that fun stuff. Even though there was no Sonic Youth when we started it, I remember walking down Sunset Boulevard when the Ramones and Black Flag were playing at this place, Palladium, which is where we had the Julian Assange March. The Palladium is one of our great, austere palaces of performance. And walking, it's right where Nickelodeon is, which is completely beautiful. Now, that was where it was. I remember watching a battalion of policemen. This is in 1985. I don't know where the fuck it was. Because they oversold the Palladium because it was Black Flag and the Ramones and the Minutemen. And I remember getting sick for the first time in my life, having the flu or something in there. And I remember walking out onto Sunset Boulevard and seeing, literally a battalion of shielded, Roman legions cops. Like literally, they were like something out of a historical film, walking down Sunset Boulevard to come kill me. And they tried to kill a Hesher. That's what we call in Southern California, a heavy metal kid. And he was just riding his bike. He didn't know what the fuck was up. But he was the enemy already just for having long hair, right? So they chased him up the fence of what later became Nickelodeon. So I thought that was an interesting thing to mention about my youth. And then we were walking down the street talking about, the same thing. Basically, the clamp down on self-expression, the clamp down on journalism itself. Did that make any sense?
Yeah. Oh no, that makes sense. It's cool, I suppose, in this whole space we're in, or just even out on the street, just out in the world, when you kind of you can, however you meet people, you can kind of connect on that. So it's it's easy to feel hopeless about it sometimes, just walking around, be like, "Fuck, it's just a bunch of zombies everywhere." But every now and then you meet people that get it. I hear you though. I
Glory, I was thinking about when
sure.
Glory was talking about 80 cops up at Dodger Stadium coming down. And what we had that night, and that was back during the time of Gates, which was, our great police state period here in Los Angeles. I think it was actually before him. I just thought that was a beautiful thing. But now all of that police state has moved into the souls and minds of the mindless masses of the movers and shakers of Los Angeles. Every single one of them is completely brain dead. I mean, there are a few, but I give myself great credit. But whatever, I speak 7 languages. I lived all over the world. I'm probably not one of the dumbest fucks in the world. But seeing these people that they have like tattoos and long hair, they look like Steve, but they're not Steve at all. So it's like Invasion of the Body Snatchers. They're trying to give me the high sign because we're not wearing masks now, dude. But I've been doing that since day one.
Yeah. A lot of Steve's walking around.
I mean,
Hey,
shit.
Steve,
Am I getting profiled again?
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, we're at 13 minutes, y'all. Let's wrap this one up.
Okay.
All right. Well, it was good to hear from you.
Good to talk to you again.
brother.
I gotta take some more calls.
We will. I'll be talking to you soon because we'll be getting down there in not too much longer, and I will definitely hit you up beforehand.
Okay, I'm silly. Anyway, Steve, hit me up. I sent you emails. Send me an email back.
All right, brother.
Later, silly.
All right, y'all.
Take care.
See ya.
You are live.
Who's next? Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Let me know if we have time to talk.
Oh, we've got time.
Oh,
About
yeah.
10 minutes. What's going on?
Yeah. we have at least
generally
Skybox
10, 15.
again.
Yeah,
Your
man.
fan.
Oh, what?
This is Skybox again. Your fan.
Oh, hey,
fan
there
of
you
the
are.
Show playing the other
Hello.
independent media.
Oh, the delay guy. Okay, right on. What's going on?
I was wondering, can Kit Cabela interview the Angry Astronaut? That's the name of the YouTube channel that I mentioned on the other Friday.
Did you ask him?
Did you ask Kit?
No, I'm afraid not. Since my brother doesn't want to help me get me access to like subscribe thing that I really don't know how to do on my own, so I'm on my own being a lone wolf.
Do you want me to get you in
Can I
touch with
mention-
Kit? I can do that. I'd be happy to.
Yeah, that's just. I mean,
Just saying, because
Yeah.
we don't want to answer for him. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't say one way or another what that show's gonna do. Can pass along a message.
Sure.
I honestly don't talk to the guy that often,
I know
but
how to find him.
we're in a
happen, yeah.
couple of DM groups together on Twitter.
Mhm.
Definitely drop it.
What was it that specifically that you wanted him
Angry
to talk about?
Astronaut.
Angry Astronaut. Got it. I'm on it, my friend.
For Kit Cabela
Handled.
to interview him.
Handled, done, and done. How about that? Interesting. Okay, so what else is going on?
I was wondering, has anybody watched like the Pro Swastika channel? The Pro Swastika is another name of the channel that, of course, I know it sounds disturbing, like the word swastika that most people hate.
Yeah. That's not a fan favorite, but hey, what's going on? What about it?
I mean, like, what kind of channel is it?
Yeah, like I'm not sure of the context. Do tell.
It's called, so I will say that it's called Pro Swastika, and there's another something you might want to check out. It talks about the ancient history of the swastika because it was once a peaceful, positive symbol before it was hijacked by the Nazis.
Sure.
Of course, I imagine America is connected to it, like, you know, because it was once positive, then, yeah, Nazis, and there was, like, German, American Nazis, all that stuff.
Are you talking about Paperclip? The Nazi draft? And the fact that our space program was started by a Nazi, or like our intelligence services and several popular corporations and backed the Nazis historically, financially, at least a number of prominent American businessmen and politicians. Yeah, we definitely do it. I think that was the swastika originally was flipped the other direction. It was the
It's like
medicine wheel
rotated 90 degrees.
Okay, yeah, and it's originally like a Hindu symbol, right?
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
so. Hindu
Yeah,
monkey.
because
like
Himmler
in
had
India,
the super weird fascination with the
India.
Himalayan mountains and the Hindu culture, and that's where the word Aryan originally comes from, if I'm not mistaken.
Also, have you ever seen like there's a swastika? I remember I saw it on the Japanese temple because I heard it's been found all over the world, different versions of the swastika, different meanings.
Yeah.
In case people did not know, especially I imagine white people and others. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can find it all over the world actually. I believe I saw it in South Korea in the temple as well. So it's a symbol that was definitely co-opted for a reason. That I didn't know that there was that channel you were speaking of earlier too. So thank you for that information.
It's called pro swastika, and there's another word
right.
that I failed to mention. You can look it up at like www.proswastika.org.
Word.
All right.
All right.
Interesting.
It's something you might have to check out and study it. Of course, I will let you like study it and see it for yourself. You might find something fascinating.
Don't spoil it for us. Well, it was good to talk to you, and I will pass that message along to Kit Cabello for you, okay?
The frequency at which we're going to get called Nazis on Twitter just went up
Christ,
by 17 billion percent.
I'm here for it, aren't we all? Yeah, thank you.
I heard all sorts of things, like other people called you like Nazis, socialists, whatever name that. Even like the combo couch or any other that, yeah.
Yeah, you should know. Yeah, people are gonna say that stuff, but you can't let it define you. You know.
Yeah, of course. At the same time, always keeping my guard because I never trusted that corporate man. I used to watch like CNN and claim that other like TYT. I no longer watch that anymore. I now watch independent media. Independent media now. You're the only people that I trust that can spread the truth, even about all that bad things going on, like in Palestine, Syria, and all that crap that our government has been responsible, even decades before, even before I was born.
Yeah, it goes way back. Way
Yeah,
back.
no, that's what's up.
We're glad you're here.
Get the hell out of the fact that you have evolved from mainstream media and establishment narratives. You found yourself, here and
by all means,
like that's. Hopefully, that's the way that the journey goes. And we're never going to claim that we should be the end of anybody's educational or information or whatever fucking comedic, spiritual. I don't know what we're doing here. It's fun though. I like it. Skyfox, thank you very much for calling in, my friend. Appreciate it. Thanks for having a little patience with us and sorting out the echo thing. I appreciate that.
Yes. All right, buddy. Take care.
More on Friday. Bye-bye.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Of course.
Looking forward to it.
We are going to do this every
Have a good
blessed
weekend.
week.
You are live.
Hello.
Hey,
Who's
I'm glad to be in all of your esteemed company. I'm sleepless in Seattle, but I also answer to Honey Toast.
Hey, how's it going?
How are you?
Hey, yeah, so I really appreciate you all because being in Seattle, I feel like I'm surrounded by people who have completely fallen into the typical mindset that you all have been talking about, the science worship. And Yeah, I'm curious to
It's
know if
fun.
you all have dealt with issues like that, because I've been organizing with groups on local issues, but as I said, like since they're all these typical people who consider themselves anarchist or leftist or whatever, but they still completely believe in quote unquote the science. They completely believe in the climate alarmism and all of also this on quote unquote conspiracy theories. And I'm just wondering, like, I'm at a point now where like the group I'm currently organizing with is they've been not going out this whole year and
Yeah.
year.
Oh my God, I can relate to this already.
Yeah, we
Yes.
know
Go
groups
on,
like
go on,
that.
go on.
Yeah. Yeah, we know groups like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now they're, of course, with the vaccine, they all ran to get it because they're, obedient little children like they are. And, they're starting to go out now and they have no problem with saying like, oh, we need to make sure everybody who goes out to an event has been vaccinated. And, just parroting this nonsense of like, oh, we don't want people to get sick. Even though it'll be outside, they're still like telling people, oh, you have to be vaccinated to go. Is outside and and so I got into it, like, so when this started back last March, the groups I was in then, like, I did try to like tell them in a way that was like as rational as I could be. I didn't go on like yelling about whatever. I tried to say, all I said was like, can we consider the ramifications of this lockdown? Like, we're supposed to be an activist group and now we can't fucking do anything. Like, don't you don't you guys have any concerns about that? And what's interesting is in that group, the older folks had a better response. Like, so there was like a couple boomers and like Gen X, and well, I'm a millennial, and there was like I guess a couple other millennials, and they had a better reaction. They were kind of just like, yeah, we understand the concern, but we're just gonna go along with it. Like, they even admitted that they thought that people were overreacting, but they still just like do anything about it and didn't question it. But what's interesting is there was one person who was like, I guess Gen Z, they're a college student, and they had like, they just like totally dismissed me. Like, they responded to my like I was like writing comments in like a Discord we had, and he just like responded to me with like a straight up eye roll emoji, and I'm like, really? Is that the best you have? Like, just an eye roll emoji?
Yeah,
Doesn't even make an
propaganda has been
argument. I mean,
targeting kids and college students really hard, and unfortunately we're seeing the payoff. And yeah, it kind of hurts me because I feel like there's more I could have done to help with that. But I mean, yeah, I'm one person. I know what you mean though. I will literally be on like 2 feet away from cops, like in full riot gear in a skirmish line, and people in the groups will choose to yell at them because they're not wearing a mask. I'm like, bro, they're standing there with zip ties, with a baton that they took out and are ready to beat the shit out of us with. They have their, and the dude standing next to him is ready to shoot some tear gas at us, and the dude standing next to him is ready to shoot some rubber bullets at us, and you're complaining about the fact they're not wearing a mask. I promise you that is the least of our worries right now. I promise you, because for all the protests I've been to, I haven't, like, when I got COVID, it wasn't from any of the protests. Nope. And especially big shout out to the crew that does the Free Palestine protest down here in Miami, because I see a lot of people who don't wear masks, and I'm like, hey, let's go. No virtue signaling. That's what's up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, obviously there's still people that wear masks, but it's not like LA where it's like, oh, a double mask, please, social distancing, and like here it's like, nah, bro, like, we family, we in this together, cut. Like, I don't, like, ain't nobody stopping for virtual signaling at the Free Palestine protest. I'm like, yes.
See, the freedom of Florida. No, but for real though, I know exactly what you mean too. It's all like that in Chicago. There's groups, a lot of the like DSA types that I do shit on DSA a lot, and I'm not
But
gonna
you
apologize
should.
about it,
Fuck
as
you,
I
DSA.
should. Exactly, just my disclaimer.
Fuck you.
But yeah, there's a lot
Fuck
of
you,
those
DSA.
there, and it was a fun time last summer, just like trying to go like day to day and just like being reminded constantly, not about any of these like causes that they were quote out there for. No, just social distancing and shit. I'm like, if you're our rebellion, shit, we're screwed. So I get it. It's just eventually I just started like to laugh at it because I find those type of people actually quite vapid. They don't really know what they stand for, so they just kind of like fall in line with whatever feels good at the moment, or they perceive as like something that is going to make them look better. It can get frustrating though, I think, if that's really like all you're surrounded by, especially if you're organizing, you're trying to do stuff with them in that capacity. That's got to be a bit tough from time to time.
Yeah, and on
because
top of that, a lot of them are these Antifa types who there was a point where there was a bunch of protests going on after the election at the Capitol, and this one person was like trying to get others to go to it, and he was like, "Oh, there's a Back the Blue and Proud Boys and people who want to reopen because that just shows how responsible they are with wanting their kids to go back to school in the middle of a pandemic,"
Yeah,
and just lumped all
always
these
the
groups
kids.
together.
Always, all three of them, totally. I saw that here too, because I wanted to check out like what these people, like what they were saying when there was like reopening stuff like way earlier, and that got deemed as something, of course, the typical like it's all far right Nazis. I was like, no, it's people that kind of just want to talk about the conversation about like what's next. Like, it's crazy how emotional some people get when you bring that topic up. Not so as much anymore because it's, everybody's getting vaccinated and getting out. But like, I don't know, even a few months ago, if you wanted to talk about reopening and how that would look, you'd get screamed at by some people. So crazy times for sure. I know it can feel pretty frustrating though. So I think everybody here could probably relate to that in some way, and the audience as well.
Yeah, but Gloria, you definitely give me hope for for the college students because
Right?
Steve was saying earlier, like Steve was saying earlier, how he thought this whole mindset was being seeded 30 years ago, and because I've been thinking about that a lot, because it definitely seems like it's been getting worse and worse with like the younger generation. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd be interested in like if you all have any deeper thoughts on that, or any more thoughts, because yeah, it just seems like it's getting worse and worse. Like any like 20-year-old, like I'm 30. If I try to talk to a 20-year-old, it's like they don't want to. They, like I said about the person earlier, like just respond with an eye roll emoji. It's like don't even. It's like that's all they can do.
Yeah.
And because like when I was in high school, like it didn't seem like it was being pushed that much, and this was almost 15 years ago. But now it's like with the NASA shirts and all that shit. It's like. Who yeah, it's like who's orchestrating this shit? Like, why are we being made to worship science and all this shit?
Oh, for sure. That I agree. I'm 31. I couldn't agree more. I could be
Yeah,
biased, but
I mean, I
couldn't agree
think
more.
part of it is like, I don't know. I feel like there's like there's a smaller thing, which is just like general, like kind of generational resentment of like, y'all really left us with this motherfucking dying earth and like 7 layers of anxiety. And this is a generalization. I'm not
boomers.
looking
Shout out
at
to the
you.
boomers.
This
Kidding,
isn't an
but
attack at you, Steve.
kind of
It's
Gen X,
just
see what you're
like,
saying.
that's just like the earth
Just
is
seeing if you're still
dying.
there.
I mean, like it's only getting worse and worse. But yeah, there's like that. But then there's also, and that's why you see like part of the propaganda campaigns is trying so hard to capitalize on that, where you see everybody like, oh, this is the generation that's gonna save the world, like I believe that the young people will win. Like you see like Barack Hunt Obama doing all these like little summits with young people, and it's like, I want to help out the young people, like Big Brother shit. And it's like, yeah, I think they're trying to capitalize off that. And I mean, that's just kind of the feel I get.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, yeah, there's a special type of generational, not only resentment, but anxiety that comes with being a Zoomer. And I think a lot of the propaganda campaigns really aim, well, they definitely don't target the anxiety. They actually make it way worse. But they target the resentment, and then they go hard to like try and, indoctrinate young people. And it's like, I want to stop it, but like,
Yeah.
but like, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I always feel like there's either like, young people, they're like people my age who like just don't fucking get it, and it's so frustrating. Or it's like there's older people that are like, oh no, well, they're just focusing on the kids. So like, yeah, fuck that. Like, and then it's like, oh my God, like guys, like I don't know, I don't care what you guys think about each other. The Earth is gonna die either way, and I just went on a rant, so I'm sorry for that.
Well, don't be sorry. It's interesting.
All right, we need to wrap this one up. We're at 12 minutes.
All right.
I'm really lucky for having me. And have a great night.
Thank you.
Hell
It was
yeah!
good
Thank
talking
you
to
for
you.
calling in.
Call back next week. Hello.
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 Hi.
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 What's going on? Who's this?
This is Magnus.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, what up, buddy?
Totally did not recognize
I
your
would
voice
like
through
to
the phone.
welcome both Magnus and the FBI to the call.
Good.
Whoa,
You
I would like to
Happy
welcome
Friday.
Magnus, the FBI, and
I think I've
Geoff
selected
Campbell
multiple
to this
agencies
call.
at this point.
Oh yeah, no, let's
Geoff,
welcome
I have,
Geoff too to the
yeah,
call.
hold up.
Geoff
I got-
lives don't matter. Before we
hold
go
up.
any further, Geoff
I'm here
lives
for this.
Hold up, I
don't
got something
matter.
for Geoff. It's one of these.
What's going on, Magnus? How are you?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I called in to ask an extremely important question and your guys' take on it. Steve's already got a hint to it. So how many years did Henry Kissinger gain to his life by eating his brother?
Trick question, because adrenochrome comes from child schools, not
shit, I
people
can't even
schools.
think that.
So I don't know, man.
Like, honestly,
I
like
feel
6 months.
I feel like his brother had so much built up in his bloodstream that he could kind of just secondhand it.
He was 96. There, so so let's maybe construct a formula. All right. So if your average war criminal gains what, weeks or months by individual dose of adrenochrome, right? But then you consume a 96-year-old who has himself. So what you need to consider, Magnus, is that it's already been processed, right? So you would be how when you make coffee and you're out and you're like, fuck, I guess I have to, and you pour more water over the coffee after it's already been ran through once. Like, that's what it would be like.
Maybe
So,
my secondary theory may be that his brother is so concentratedly evil that it's like a condenser, like it ferments it to even more powerful.
So like crap.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like adrena crack is what you're saying. Like it's like cooked up like fucking the shitty liquid ketamine that people used to flip a dinner plate over the stove for and pour a little on before you fucking snorted it and went into a fucking like really weird kind of metallic fucking K-hole. So I've heard.
It was extremely specific, and again, appreciate it.
It's the only things you know for some real life knowledge right there.
This is why I don't appear on giant platforms.
No.
Because I do fucking
no. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Hey, we're gonna get you on to blow Dave Smith's brain eventually. That's my promise. So
I would
really I'm not kidding.
you know what, I watched I was just, I don't know, a day or so ago, they had Rich Voss on Legion of Skanks, and I've been a fan of that show for years, man. Those guys are fucking just like that's the kind of comedy I appreciate.
Yeah.
You know. And they have Rich Voss on. And fucking Rich Voss, I don't know, are you guys at all familiar with Voss?
Rich Voss. Let me look him up. Oh, I've seen this guy. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so he was like, yeah. The shit that comes out of that guy's mouth is just like, you're like, how are you still alive? That's what I want to know. But there's a moment in there where they're talking to some fucking what's his name, Jelnick. That's a comedian, writer, and shit like that. He tweeted out an article that called those guys, and I think Dave specifically, like alt-right comics or Nazi adjacent or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And they were the fucking Luis Gomez was like, look, we have had 500 some episodes of this show, okay, and like maybe 3 actual Nazis, so you can fuck all the way off.
I fucking love Luis Gomez. Right? Dave Smith. Yeah, hardly.
That's just good shit. That's good shit. And not like, I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know if I would have an actual Nazi. I would probably have an actual Nazi on this. I've got lots of questions for actual Nazis. I've got lots and lots and
Well,
lots
I just
of
have questions, right?
for actual.
I feel like you could scratch their brain if you sat down in a room with them for an hour. That'd be an entertaining
that
thing
would
to
be
watch.
good. That would be good content right there.
Jones, you have the best look on your face.
Yeah, I can't see her face, so I wonder what
I can't see it because I have to step outside and get the signal. I'm so sad. They live in an actual fucking cave. It protects me from drone strikes.
I mean, I'm not
When
saying I
you
want to bring them on.
encounter them on the
wanna shame them.
ground, they're very antagonistic. So I just have,
I'm not surprised. I just would like to shame them. That's all. Question and then shame.
That's because they're protected by the cops
typically
and they hide by the cops the whole time and act like cowards. That's why you got to get them like alone in a room. Then all the ego disappears.
They're just their fragile selves.
Yeah, like the
They're
old
not
joke
hugged enough
when-
by their dad comes out real strong.
The old joke when punk didn't suck was how many skinheads does it take to screw in a light bulb? And the answer was 9. Got a problem with it? Little fucking bitch made motherfuckers can't do a goddamn thing by themselves. That's
Big true. All right, y'all. Yeah, but I just wanted to pop in and ask y'all that question, so I'll let somebody else jump in.
hell yeah, dude. Well, thanks for calling in, man.
This would be a good time for Kendra to
not
call
this Sunday, but the following. Magnus, Reed Cloverdale, the Liberty Lockdown podcast. Who am I forgetting?
Do you ever get hold of Scott?
Don't ask me.
Like
I won't
Ernest and
be there.
Nico.
Like,
I would like to see if Sky Daddy would be able to make that. That would be fun. But we're all gonna get together for a panel and have a conversation.
That'll be a good one.
About puppies and kittens and freedom and liberty and fucking
nothing but happiness. No complaining
Nothing but
whatsoever.
happiness
Just positive.
and freedom, right?
I missed all that, brother. What was that?
It'll be nothing but positive. No complaining about the government. Just happy vibe.
we're going to have this thing. It's going to be a lot of fun, I believe. And I think we're going to have a good exchange of ideas, and the amount of people that are going to hate us for it is going to be off the fucking Richter, and that is so fucking funny to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's
it's gonna cause anger across all of Twitter in every direction, and that brings me such joy.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, I can't wait.
Yeah,
I mean, it's really fun. Like, they get paid to be mad, so
Talk about a career, getting paid to be mad. Where can I sign up? How much do I have to get to that level?
Right.
First you gotta step on your integrity. Then you gotta scrape it off of the bottom of your boot. And then you have to shove it back up your ass. And then you have to shit it out again. And then you have to eat it. And then you have to shit it out again. And then you have to leave it on your boot for like the rest of your life. But they will give you a column in the Miami Herald.
Maybe even the host of
that
GYT
gets
if
printed
you
in
try hard
occasionally.
enough. But heck yeah, I'm gonna let you all go. Y'all have a good rest of your night.
You too.
Thanks. You too, Magnus.
Good night, Magnus.
Later.
Bye. Love y'all. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, should we call Kendra back?
We'll just take whatever.
There's no one else in the queue, so.
Oh, sure. Why not? I mean, I'm going to be talking to her tomorrow anyways, but yeah.
Oh, my bad. All right, we'll call in someone.
You're fine.
Call in or
If people
Sleepy
were
Josh
like
wraps
thinking
it
we
up.
were right wing before. Oh Christ. I'm just kidding.
Oh, sorry, Kendra. I'm an idiot. Just for the record.
No, he's not.
So, I do want to, while there's a little bit of a lull, I would like to get through some of the super rays. Let's see. Okay, I think left off at that one from Bubblegum Douche. Boy, Levendis, thanks for opening the escape hatch SND. Hell yeah, dude. Glad to provide one. No offense. Thank you very much. Shadowban Refugee. Read Lennon. Read Marx. Kulaks got what they deserve. Every Stalin worshiper that drinks Kool-Aid from the comfort of their armchair has never read Lenin or Marx, let alone Makhno, Goldman, Malatesta, and has the audacity to call Rosa Luxemburg infantile. Motherfucker. Yeah. Healing Tarzan said, I think a wise ass person once said, person's angels or gods are another person's demons. Is become highly politicized term, right? Maramir, thank you very, very much. Always appreciate all of your support. He says, I can't take a lot of Sammy triples, but watching today's show and him saying because Bama is the front for the NWO, his facial expression is priceless. Dude, I immediately thought of you. Keep rocking, y'all. Keep rocking, y'all. Love your friendly atheist. Well, fucking, we love you back. And I do want to. I will say this about Sammy, and that is like that motherfucker ain't for everybody.
Yeah,
like he's not, and even the people that love him have a limit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure. I've listened to shows and people are like, all right.
But he has and I said this on Twitter too, because I did a Union of the Unwanted appreciation post. But Sam, we had like 700 subscribers. And he didn't just come on the show, like he put it out as a swap cast. He has always supported like what we do. You know, we've been part of the Union of the Unwanted now. I've been on that since like January, was supposed to go on in December, and they started it in November. And that like just that dude has always like been hella supportive of what we're doing, and Union of the Unwanted itself is like a very, very unique space in me, not just independent media, but media period. And that dude, like, he gets a lot of shit. And I know that's not what you're doing, Miriam. I know that. And I also know that, like, you know, Sammy T could be small doses for a lot of people, you know. But holy fuck, dude, am I very grateful that he's, you know, he's a friend of the show and my friend, and fucking for sure. And thank you again for supporting the show, and thank you everybody who has thrown a Super Ray.
It's always appreciated.
Aw,
nice.
Sleepy, that for me was always appreciated.
I want to play, if we've got a minute, if nobody's calling, right? And by the way, dude, we're going to go for, like, I feel like going for a little while longer. I don't know about the rest of you guys. Josh, how late are we allowed to stay up tonight?
Yeah.
We can do 10:30.
Do we have to go?
Well, can we do 10:30? Okay, so we're going to be, phone lines are open for the next, 27 minutes. We will close the phone lines at 10:20 on the West Coast. So yeah, a little under a half an hour to call in. In the meantime, I want to play the now like grossest Joe Biden clip that I've seen this year. This is the selected president of the United States at a public function. Like,
oh no, what's that? My mic's not working.
Darn, same here, cutting out.
Oh my God. This fucking dude, man.
Better go.
And, you know, I'm honored to be joined today by Governor Northam and by two great representatives of the Commonwealth, Congressman Laurie and Congressman Scott. And I want to thank you for all that you do to represent these service veterans, because they're devoted to you. Their family members, the caregivers, survivors will call Virginia home. I'm especially honored to share the stage with Brittany and Jordan and Nathan and Margaret Catherine. I love those barrettes in her hair, man. I tell you what, look at her. She looks like she's 19 years old, sitting there like a little lady or whatever.
Oh shit!
You saw homegirl's face too, right?
Oh shit!
Okay, I'm gonna make this full screen.
I don't know what to tell y'all, but pushing him left ain't gonna make him not a dirty pedo.
Right? For real. That's the
let's go ahead.
I've heard in a while.
All right. You are live.
Oh God. Hello.
Hello?
I'm live on what? What is this?
What you mean? What is this? It's the call-in show. Get your shit together. Who are we talking to?
I got a missed call from this number.
What's up, girl? How you doing? You wanna fuck?
What?
Get on out of here with that shit. I'm just kidding. Have fun tonight. Whatever y'all are doing.
Word.
Next.
There is no next.
Oh, I thought there was a next. Well, it seems like we intruded in a conversation, so.
Right?
Love connections.
Right?
Yeah, man. I'm also here for that.
Girl, don't go, girl.
Yeah, girl. I'm just trying to holler at you.
Call me Joey. Call me Donnie.
Just call me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in the back of a Volkswagen?
Yes.
Alrighty then. Well.
That's
sorry, y'all
that's a
too
model.
young. You probably don't recognize the reference, but I do.
You watch
No, I didn't. Fist bump.
I don't, but I
All
thought
right,
it was funny.
let's grab this one. You are live.
Hello?
Hello. I got some trash pandas out back, and they're raising all kind of ruckus.
Can you describe the ruckus?
Well, some of them have Hawaiian shirts on and are carrying AR-15s. I'm not really sure if they're trash pandas. I always mix up the names of the groups. I don't know. I figured I could call you guys and hopefully get to the bottom of this, because trash pandas are a real nuisance sometimes.
What I would do is I would approach one of those pandas and I would say, hey, what are you guys about? And then find out what they're about.
Do I approach them and ask them if they've been vaccinated, or just see if they have concealed weapon permits?
I mean, it sounds like there's nothing concealed about it.
Yeah.
Sounds like you brought
It's the opposite, frankly.
You know what? I mean, my first approach is, hey, would you like a hit of this?
Hey, I ain't sharing my weed with these pandas, man. Come on.
I think pandas are cute, though.
That's all you. But what
all
the
right.
fuck?
Well, thank you a lot for your help. I'm just gonna send the dog out and see what happens.
All right.
Best
If
of
your
luck
dog
to
comes
you.
back stoned, they're probably friendly.
They might surprise you, buddy. You never know.
Thank you very much.
All
Keep
right,
up the good
bud.
work.
You are live.
Okay. Hello?
Hey, are you a nigger bitch? I want to know.
Hey.
Yeah, we know who this is. Go the fuck away, you little prick.
Go fuck yourself. Bye-bye. See, guys, now this is why we can't have nice things. I'm kidding, but fuck off, idiot.
Like that's how you'd spend your time? All right.
It's Friday night. What am I gonna do? Call
Right.
in. Like, go. I mean, call in, but not with that shit. Fuck off. Next.
Fuck all the way off.
Yeah, for real.
You get used to it,
No,
unfortunately.
fuck that shit. Try that again, buddy. Well, don't actually tonight, but see what happens, dumbass.
I mean, I'll just end the fucking show if they
You
want to keep
give
doing
up
that.
with it once it's online. In person, you can do something about it, but when it's online, you honestly just give up. That's the sad part.
Right.
I hope you feel special
am
about
looking
yourself,
at it.
buddy.
Hello?
Hey, why don't you do something?
He's using multiple numbers.
Oh, God.
Hey, you got some little dick energy, bro. I'm just we're gonna stop calls for the night. This is stupid.
See, that's
All right.
like, man. Great job, buddy. Great job. That's fucking stupid.
Well, fun.
Well,
All right, y'all. We'll go ahead and cut it for the evening then. What you guys got? Aside from fuck, really? That's what you're gonna do?
I'm so pissed off right now.
You know what I mean? Little fuck.
I know. I'm sorry. You get used to it. That's all I could say.
Hey, at least we have audio clips of him fucking talking like a racist little shitbird.
Nice. True.
Yeah.
Not like I don't record all this shit.
Not like it's live right now.
Right.
Right.
I got like 4
On the
terabytes of
rock
fucking
fan.
video.
On the Rock Fan, on Odyssey, on D Live, even if YouTube decides, or sorry, as Shadowban says it, even if CuckTube likes to remove it. So
Oh, hold up. Yeah, okay, because I thought that voice sounded slightly familiar. You're pathetic. Don't ever call again. Okay, that's all I've got. But yeah, that's a bummer.
But yeah, so because I have event stuff to talk about. June 6th, like late morning East Coast time, June 6th. Hopefully, me and Nico can coordinate to cover this. But John Shipton, Julian Assange's father, and Gabriel Shipton will be doing an event in Miami-Dade in Broward County area. Yeah, I mean, looking forward to meeting Gabriel in person after doing a panel with him, and obviously getting to meet John, and yeah, having just like talking with them, and also it's good to see more people in the Assange community really getting out and on the ground, and I'm hoping that we can continue to do even more of that.
I've seen all kinds of events popping up like in the last week. I'm like stoked, dude. Like that's the first time I've seen it since I've been involved with this shit.
Yeah, and then I mean we'll probably be doing something for Julian's birthday, the 3rd, and yeah, so yeah, and tomorrow, me, your girl Kendra, and everybody's favorite Nat, and your friendly neighborhood comrade Misty for the last 2 hours. We'll be doing a panel on Julian Assange with the one and only Commander X. So that will be from 12 to 4 Central Time, which is 1 to 5 Eastern Time. And what is that? That's 10 to 1 West Coast Time. And yeah, it's going to be like an all-ladies panel on Julian Assange, and it'll be fun. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it because it'll be my first time on with Nat. I think it's my first time on with Kendra too. Kendra,
Really?
like,
really? We should get Kendra. We should get Kendra on, dude.
I think it's my first time on like an actual video with Kendra, and not just like some voice call or some like, because I've been on organizing meetings with her, but not like an actual stream. So that'll be fun. It'll be my first time on stream with Nat and Kendra, two awesome people in this fight to free Julian, and obviously Misty. Know her well, and it'll be fun to be on camera with her again. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So y'all look out for that on Commander X's channel.
And that's tomorrow?
Yes. Well, today. Well, okay. So, I mean,
because no, I mean, I thought Misty had the vigil too.
That's why she's coming in for the last 2 hours.
Oh, okay, that's right. Because
the whole thing is 4 hours.
Yeah.
The whole thing is going to be, I mean, well, technically it's today on the East Coast. Yeah.
Right.
But tomorrow on the West Coast. But yeah, Saturday, 12 to 4 Central Time, 1 to 5 East Coast Time, and 10 to 1 West Coast Time. And for the last 2 hours of that, we'll be joined by Misty because she'll be coming from the vigil, and she'll also be talking about her awesome billboard campaign that she did. And yeah, no, it's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it because like there's awesome people that are coming together to talk about this. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good
I
shit.
think that's shit.
Yeah.
You got a lot going on then.
Sunday, Ty Clevenger,
looking forward to that.
attorney, gentleman who has been filing all the FOIA requests surrounding Seth Rich. He'll be on. We will be live on Aftermath FM for that, and on iHeart for that. We will be joined by Mark Steves from My Family Thinks I'm Crazy for the afternoon show. That'll be fun as fuck. We have lots and lots of good stuff coming up, y'alls. So you can definitely be around for that. I want to say there's something going on Wednesday. Greg Hoosh Greg House. I know it's Greg House. Greg House will be on with us on Thursday. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, especially after me and Steve have done 4-hour shows with Commander X.
You're definitely gonna want to be here for that. And then giant panel on the 6th. Right? Yeah.
That's what you said.
The following week, Christian Westbrook, Ice Age Farmer, will be on with us. Really looking forward to that conversation. We've got tons of cool shit going on. So thank you everyone for hanging out with us. Thank you very much to the people who threw Super Ray, Super Chat. I did see a super chat.
Always appreciate it on Slow News Day.
I did see a super chat over on the YouTube that said colloidal silver once a day help you fight or beat the Rona. I know a lot of people that advocate for that.
I
definitely do your homework on it, because it can kill you if you take it too much, or too much of it. So read up on that shit. Please make as informed decisions as you possibly can about all this shit. It's your body, dude. It's your health. You should want to know as much as humanly possible about it.
This is not medical advice. We're not doctors.
Right.
I always make those disclaimers.
Right. And yeah, dude, I mean, like,
I fucked with it though, actually.
Yeah, no, me too.
You should definitely research though, because there's some shit out there that they try to sell you.
So yeah, we will see you guys soon. Thanks as always to my better than your co-hosts, Ali Alexander and Glory Jones, Sleepy Josh on the ones and twos. Thanks to Steve Cutler for the fucking killer fucking posters, dude. Those are rad as shit.
Those are awesome.
Big shout out to that guy. And to Lucky Burrito and to Leo the dog.
Yes, sir.
And we'll see you guys soon. Good luck to us all.